Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and today we've got a doozy. Um, so, in essence, inflation has struck the Magic world. But before we get into it and talk about it, remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comments down below, feed that YouTube algorithm. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate any of the help that you can give as we talk about inflation rearing its ugly head in Magic the Gathering. So, as you guys know, inflation is rampant throughout the world, and if you don't know about that, A, you haven't watched TV, or B, you don't buy your own groceries. But anyway, moving right along, what Wizards of the Coast has announced is that's right, things just got costly for everyone because, well, they're not going to pay for the extra. They're not going to pay the extra expense. They want more money. So, in a release from Wizards of the Coast, this is from their page, it says, over the past year, the cost of goods, transportation, and manufacturing has increased significantly and steadily for just about everyone across nearly every industry for Wizards of the Coast. This means that we've seen a large spike in overall cost to produce Magic the Gathering. As such, we will be increasing prices by around 11%, allowing for regional variation on select products in our lineup starting in September. So, we've worked hard to keep draft boosters and later set boosters and collector boxes at a relatively consistent price across our premier sets. The four major yearly releases that affect the standard format for as long as we were able. However, the price to produce Magic the Gathering has increased significantly, and we've especially seen an uptick in the cost to produce, manufacture, and ship Magic around the world in the past year. We've kept the scope of our price increase as narrow as possible, and will only be adjusting the prices on the following premier set, Unfinity, and Jumpstart products. So, draft boosters, set boosters, collector boosters, bundles, and Jumpstart boosters for Unfinity and Jumpstart are going to see this increase. Now, it also goes to say Commander decks, meanwhile, will have a price increase going into effect with Streets of New Capenna, which that's the next set. There are no plans to increase the price of Commander decks further in July. So what that means is the price increase for Commander has already went up, and if anybody's been shopping, you've noticed those sets are more expensive. Obviously, it's not because the cards are good; it's because they're just raising their prices. So that's already here for Commander. Each of these products will increase by slightly different percentages, which we'll estimate will be approximately 11% across the products that are seeing an increase. So allowing for regional variation, these increases also will not affect other product lines like Masters, Modern Horizons, Secret Lair, Challenger decks, or Universes Beyond. Additionally, even the Premier sets we do not currently have plans to change prices on pre-release packs. Now, the price increase will affect Dominaria United as well as any backlisted products starting in July. So, what I'm gathering for this is as of right now, this price increase is going to take effect for Unfinity and current Jumpstart along with new Jumpstart. Streets of New Capenna has not seen this price increase yet, although I've heard that there is a price increase with New Capenna, although be it a small one. Um, And here at the bottom, they're not going to increase the cost of Masters or Modern Horizons, which, why would they? They charge 3 times as much for that product as they would a normal box set, which costs just as much to make. Secret Lair, which is just money hand over fist. Challenger decks, which I don't think people buy a whole lot of. Or Universes Beyond, which is going to be very much like Secret Lair. So, what I'm seeing here, guys, is starting with Dominaria and moving forward, probably going to see that 11% average increase in every set or product moving forward. Now, Unfinity and Jumpstart are going to come out sooner than Dominaria, or they're supposed to. I know that Jumpstart's currently being made because notice it doesn't say Jumpstart 2, so any more Jumpstart sets that they currently make, which I think is out of print, is going to go up. So the new Jumpstart is probably what's going to be targeted with that. It's coming out this year. Unfinity was supposed to already be out. It's been pushed back. It won't be affected, which just tells me that they've made some print runs, but not enough to release it, or they're scared to release it because it's an unset and they don't really sell well monetarily wise. So I think what this really means, guys, is overall, um, let's say 11%. Let's be polite and say they're going to raise the cost of all products by 10%, starting with Dominaria. And yes, that is a big number, but let's take a look at that on a grand scheme of things, okay? So first off, let's pull out the old calculator and let's talk about what 10% really looks like. So here's the old calculator. So I don't know about most of you, but let's say on average, most of us can get a box of set boosters for $100. So that's easy math. 10% of 100 is $10. So instead of 10 or instead of 100, set boosters are now going to cost 110. And in some areas, maybe more than that because some places do sell them already higher. Draft boxes are around 95 normally. So if we were to take 10% of 95, that's 9.50 cents, $9.50. Those are now going to 104. What this really means is boxes in general of even the base sets, the cheapest ones you can get, will no longer be under $100 unless you got some kind of hookup or you actually buy below map. And that's just not going to happen because there's no way people are going to keep selling this so close to map if these prices are going so high so fast. Because 10-11% is a lot of money, guys, for any product. So I mean, on a big scale of things, let's say you're lucky and you can get a case of cards for $600. Well, now 10% of this means now you're paying $660. Whoops. Sorry, guys. So you get an extra $60 on this. This does not even include tax, and hopefully shipping is free, because if not, good Lord almighty. So now you're going to have to spend an extra $60 on a box of cards, which is going to make it very hard for box opening videos or any other channel activity of anybody who does those kinds of things. Now, with that said, I do still plan to do box opening videos religiously as long as you guys can keep coming in for the views and checking it out, because I think that that's just something we need to see so we can keep it honest about what boxes are really worth and what that map's worth. Now, as upset as you are about this, there is a bright side. Now, hear me out. The bright side of this, for those people who currently open boxes, is there's a good chance, I'm not saying it's guaranteed because nothing is, that if the price of the box goes up, the cards inside will be harder to get because people will buy less boxes, so therefore the price of the cards will go up, therefore making the actual value to crack a box more beneficial to make up for the difference in money. The problem with that is you have to invest the money up front and then hope to get it back. And all it's going to take is one set like Crimson Vow or Kaldheim to wreck a store. Just destroy it, because now the card prices are below box value, plus the box value is more. And I think that's going to be a problem that we see, which may cause some stores to fire sell or sell less, or take serious the pre-orders about how they do those pre-orders. Now, the other benefit to this I want you guys to think about is on this channel we talk a lot about investing in sealed product. Now, by raising what current box values are when they come out to be sold, you can't just say that my box that was $95 now costs $104 and have old box values not also become adjusted. And now here's why. Yes, they sold at a cheaper price, but if the current value of a box is more expensive, the value of older boxes, because they were cheaper, will naturally inflate with the value of the newer boxes, because you can't have a newer box worth more than an older box unless the older box is just god awful. So those older boxes, especially the ones that are older and really sought after, are really going to skyrocket. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'll make some videos later. We're already seeing older boxes really take off in value because A, they don't make them anymore. B, getting newer boxes is more expensive, so the older boxes are getting more expensive. I know that's a weird dynamic to think about, but that's really how it works. You know, even if you reprint the cards in the older boxes and the newer boxes, because the newer boxes cost more, the older cards have to cost more because they're the same cards. Um, yeah, and that's why, honestly, anybody who's been getting into sealed product or has some sealed product put away is going to really be in good shape because of this. As much as I hate to see it, because it's going to make future collecting of sealed product harder. In the long run, if you've got the money invested or you have older product, it will be good for you for investing in sealed boxes. Now, I'm hoping that's the way that it goes and the market can absorb this. Now, if the market can't absorb it and they reject it, you may very well see boxes go below map like they did before until they go out of print and then get really expensive because of supply demands. We talked about that in a lot of videos before. But that's just what I want to tell you guys, give you guys a quick idea, a brief overview of what I think's happening. Do I like this? No, I think this is horrifying. Because this is really just, you know, Papa Hasbro, Big Daddy saying, don't cut into my record profits I've had for the last couple of years just because I got to spend an extra $9 on a box. And yes, that will add up over time. But let's be honest, if you look at the total price, this is just sad. But this is also business, and this is what we have to expect. This price has been creeping up ever since the 1996 release of this stuff, and I've seen it all through the time that I played. I remember I used to get a box. I used to be able to get a pack for $2. Not even gonna lie. And it slowly crept up and crept up and crept up, and now here we are. We're looking at already $4 a pack. With this increase on a $4 pack is $4.50. Um, but it may bring some needed attention to the collector market to make these older cards worth more along with the sealed product, which will really help out those evil investors, as you will. Um, but with all that said, tell me in below in the comments what you think. Will this have the positive effect along with the negative effect of the current? Or is it one or the other? What do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Tell me down below. Let's have a serious conversation about it. You don't have to tell me how much it sucks because trust me, we all know. But with that said, until next time, be kind. And I hope to see you across from the game table.